All right, hello there, welcome back to another wee bit different video. Today's video, let me make sure I'm recording. I feel like I need to, okay, we're good. Today's video, we're gonna be doing a fun video slash very opinionated video, because it's quite literally all opinion here. Who is the most annoying Overwatch 2 character to play against? And what I mean by that is it's just, they're not necessarily overpowered, but they have gimmicks or abilities or things about them that are just so irritating to play against. I'm not trying to talk too much about counters, right? So let's say I'm a diva. Naturally, I'm gonna be annoyed when I play against people like Mei or Symmetra, because I can't really use my defensive ability on her. But with that being said, that's specifically a counter. I'm not talking about counters. I'm talking about just flat out annoying in general against mostly all characters. Keyword here is mostly. But anyway, let's get right into it. I don't see the need to hesitate here. Bastion, I would say, is probably C, maybe B tier in terms of just annoying, because very easy hitbox, very easy to take out. But you just have to be very smart in how you go about it when Bastion goes into that turret mode. When Bastion goes into turret mode, you have to be smart. You can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna die right in, because that Bastion will obliterate you, especially if that Bastion is being mercy pocketed, because then she gets that damage boost for him and he goes crazy. Or Kitsune, the turret mode goes insane. So I would say Bastion's not annoying by any means. It just can be a little frustrating if you're like a Roadhog and you can't really do much when he's in that mode, because even when you pull him, he's just gonna lay waste on you. But yeah, Bastion, I would say, is not that annoying. Cassidy can be pretty annoying to play against, mainly because of his grenade. And that's honestly why I'm putting him in B tier here, is because his grenade can really just piss you off, because you'll finish him off. Let's say I'm a Reaper, boom, kill him, or I'm a Zen or whomever, and their grenade is stuck on me, right? I'm gonna die. Assuming that I'm even a little bit damaged, I'm going to die. So that grenade being able to stick on you from quite a distance away, obviously not too long, but it is longer than it feels like it should be. But considering Cassidy needs that as part of his kit, like just to be where he's at now, you can't really change it unless you just buff him in other areas. So Cassidy's pretty annoying, let alone his headshots. If you're playing against a really good Cassidy, it can be quite frustrating. Diva, I would say B tier, right? Because if we're talking about Diva here, one of the most annoying things in the world is if you're a Bastion and you got your turret mode and she's just eating all of your bullets. It's pretty crazy. There is no damage count as to how high she can suck it all in. For her, it's a timer. So that's pretty crazy. One thing that I know is very annoying is if you're a Zenyatta or an Ana, it is really depressing for a Diva to zone in on you and just close you out and just take you out, pick you off. You know what I mean? It's not fun for a lot of supporters. As a DPS, it can be annoying, but it's not too crazy. I would definitely put it in B tier. Genji's S tier. Genji's probably one of the most annoying characters to play against in this entire game. If you play against a good Genji, he will deflect at the perfect time. He will dash at the perfect time. He will jump around extremely fast at the perfect time. And it's just obnoxious, like how this guy's movement is so good. Now, this isn't me saying Genji's broken, not even a little bit. Genji's on the lower end of the spectrum in terms of tier list, but because he's such a high skill player or character, high skill players, when they got him in the bag, they are just fucking obnoxious. It is crazy how annoying Genji can be, especially when I'm a Hanzo. Oh god, it pisses me off. Hanzo, I would say B tier. Not because he's, again, overpowered, but getting headshotted, getting one-shotted in general is the worst feeling in the game. Junkrat, I would say B tier as well. Those bombs just do a ridiculous amount of damage. And it's pretty easy to take him out, right? Once he's already like used his bombs to fly high, but oh my god, it is so frustrating. His ult, again, that concussion mine, and then his trap. His trap is just toxic, dude. Like, you get stuck in there and you're dead. Like, if there are people around, you are just dead. Lucio, I would say also B, because of his movement, is crazy. Super crazy. It's one of those characters that, again, when I'm Hanzo, because I'm a Hanzo main, he's just jumping around everywhere way too fast, running alongside the walls. I don't want to fucking deal with him anymore. And it's just absolutely obnoxious. But again, you have to be relatively skilled. Mei, I would say C tier, right? I don't think Mei's annoying at all for the most of it. I mean, her ult can be frustrating, but it's her ult, you know what I mean? Ults are supposed to be really good. She slows you down with her R2. She's got her icicle spear with her L2. Again, I'm talking about PlayStation here, but you know what I mean? Even her ice wall, like, yeah, it can be used strategically to block off opponents, but it's not, I wouldn't call it annoying, to be honest with you. Mercy is definitely annoying. I would say A tier. Not annoying as Genji, but what's annoying about her is that she can just keep teammates alive, and you can just do damage and do damage and do damage, and it does not matter. Mercy is gonna go ham. Pharah is extremely fucking annoying. I fucking hate Pharahs with my life. Yes, they're easy to pick off if you're like a soldier, but here's the thing. When I'm a Hanzo player, or even if I'm playing a support, right, like a Kiriko, or let's see, Anna, oh god. Not that I play Anna often, but she's just flying and flying and flying non-freaking stop, and her rockets do so much damage. I mean, as they should, because again, it's not the highest fire rate, but it is so fucking annoying playing against Pharah, especially when she gets a Mercy pocket. Obviously, if you're a Reaper, you're screwed. A Tracer, you're screwed. A Symmetra, you're screwed. It feels like she cancels out a lot of characters' kits because those characters don't do damage from far away, or when they do damage from far away, it's just not an ideal speed. Okay, sorry about that. I had a phone call to take, but we're back. I don't know where I left off, so hopefully I didn't like miss anything crazy. But we're gonna go to the next character. Again, hopefully I didn't miss anything. Going into Reaper. Reaper's not annoying to play at all. I feel like as long as you I would say more so like, no, I'll say C. I'll leave it as C. I feel like everyone has annoying gimmicks about them, so it's really hard to say D. It really is. But Reaper's one of those characters where as long as you respect his close range combat, you're gonna be fine. Like, you don't have to worry at all. You have to respect that close range combat, because if he's close to you and his headshots just do out of this world kind of damage, so respect that, you'll be good. The reason why I did put him at C to begin with, though, is he gets a get out of jail free card if let's say he teleports to you and shooting you and he's in big trouble. He can just get into his like ghost mode and just nope the fuck out of there. So it's definitely a get out of jail free card. But with that being said, it's necessary. I think he needs it. So it makes him a little bit annoying, a little bit, but not too annoying. Reinhardt, I'm gonna say A tier. My reasoning for Reinhardt being so goddamn annoying is he can one-shot anyone with his pin, and yes, it's not the easiest thing to do in the world, but again, anytime a character can one-shot you, it is ridiculously obnoxious. Also, his ultimate, if he gets you, is free eats, you're dead. Like, there's a lot of ultimates in this game that just don't kill you on command. Well, his stuns you for such a long time, and then he just pins you after the stun, where you're just dead, you're gonna die. And then his big ass barrier, again, as a Hanzo player, that barrier nerfs the fuck out of me. As a Echo player, sometimes that barrier annoys the fuck out of me, because you just can't really provide the same damage without headshots, you know what I mean? So it just feels like there's a lot of characters that get frustrated by a Reinhardt, and it just so happens to a lot of the characters I play, it annoys the balls out of me, to say the least. But anyway, moving next to Roadhog. Roadhog is the least probably annoying character now. He used to be the most annoying with the one shots, but whenever I see a Reinhardt, a Roadhog, I pretty much feel like it's free eats, because his hook not doing the most damage. As long as you're a character that has even a little bit of mobility, you're not gonna die. You're gonna get out of there. Even if you're a Bastion with no mobility, though, you can go to turret mode and hopefully get some heals. Now, I feel like it's unfair to say D, because he can still pull you out of maps and specific maps, and he can just like throw you out. So because of that, I'll put C. But for the most of it, he's not. Again, when he does, though, let's say you're in I don't even know what the map's called, but there's like a big well in the middle of the battlefield. It's when you capture not the flag, but the the zone. I'm gonna say the zone. He can just literally hook you and just throw you into the well. That is fucking obnoxious, but it's not consistent, so it's fine. Soldier, I would say, is D tier. Yeah, because he is the most standard character in the game, to where he has a simple sprint, you know, just a AR. He's got his little grenade launcher. There's nothing frustrating about him at all. Like, when you die to a soldier, I feel like you're more so mad at yourself for putting yourself in that predicament. I can see the only thing being annoyed about him is his ultimate, because he auto aims. But in all honesty, like, this guy is just the most simple character that there's not like one specific gimmick that's just gonna piss you off. It's just he's kind of all around good, really good character. But I'm not annoyed by any of the things he does. I feel like it's very fair game. So that's just something about Soldier that I think I can respect, right? If you're a Soldier player, you don't annoy me. It's just you may be better than me and you may just be killing me nonstop. That may annoy me. But you as a character, you're not doing anything. The character's not doing anything that feels cheap or something like that. Symmetra is very fucking annoying because of her turrets. I'm gonna say if you play a good Symmetra, I would say S tier, because her turrets, again, when they're good, keyword is when they're good, it is the most obnoxious shit in the world. I can't with it, dude. I really cannot with it. And then her ult is designed to literally be this big ass wall that you're not gonna get past. It's, oh man, it is frustrating. And then obviously her teleportation, if she knows how to use that correctly, her team will use that to flank or to capture certain high points. Symmetra's fucking annoying, dude. Torb, I would say C tier. Maybe, yeah, I would say C tier because of the turret, but honestly not too annoying. Tracer's fucking annoying, period. That was gonna happen. Okay, let's just do this right now. Let's make this very simple. These flank characters are designed, or these two, Sombra and Tracer, are designed to be fucking annoying because they're supposed to flank you. They're supposed to pick off your supports and specific DPS. Not all, because Reaper would just destroy them, but those two just fucking go crazy with their flanks. And Sombra's probably more annoying in that when she hacks, you can't use your ability, but her ult literally cancels so much shit now, and her hacks cancel some ults now, so it's crazy. It's fucking obnoxious. And then obviously Widow being one of the most annoying, because her headshots obviously one shot you and she's just so far away. Widow's fucking annoying. Widow, for obvious reasons, is annoying. I would say Winston is a C. I used to find Winston a lot more annoying, but in all honesty, he's not. He feels like he's just easy to take out. His ultimate sucks. Sure, his bubble that's he can place down can be a little bit annoying, but for the most of it, if you see a good Winston player, you got a lot of respect for them. Not really a whole lot that's annoying. The only aspect of him that I could find a little bit obnoxious is he jumps around everywhere, and that's how he picks off his support, certain support or certain DPS. But like I said, it's not bad at all. Zarya is fucking S tier annoying. I fucking hate Zarya with all my heart and all my passion. Her bubble is the most annoying shit in the fucking world, and I hate that to even get rid of it, I have to give her a damage boost, because shooting her when her bubble is out gives her damage. So it's just one of those things where I just fucking hate her. Her ultimate, I fucking hate it, because when I'm playing against it, it synergizes with so many ultimates in the game because they're all bunched up. So fuck Zarya, she's annoying as hell. Zenyatta's not annoying at all. I have zero issues with playing against the Zenyatta. Not even a little bit annoying. Sure, the Discord ore, but nah, dude. The trade-off for having shit healing is fine. Anna, V tier, because she can put you to sleep and she can anti-nade you. Those are pretty annoying. Orisa, I would say C tier now. Like before, she used to be more annoying, but with all the nerfs that she's received, it feels like it's not too bad to play her now. Like, yeah, when she fortifies, she takes a little bit of damage, or she can use her javelin throw to stop an ult, or she could use the spin around, her spinning the javelin or the spear to you know, stop certain attacks. But on honesty, Orisa's just not annoying. It's relatively simple against Orisa players. Doomfist, when you play against a good Doomfist, that is the most frustrating shit in the world. I'm definitely gonna put A tier. Good Doomfist, again, high skill players have to have this for it to be annoying. They just go crazy and it's fucking obnoxious. Mori is B tier. My reasoning is simple. She has to have no aim required. Her orb just does damage for just being in the vicinity of you. And the most annoying thing is her get out of jail free card is probably the best get out of jail free card I can think of in the game. Again, off of the top of my, actually no, that'd be Sombra. Hers is crazy. But Moira, again, she just teleports out and she's just gone. She just vanished. Like, she ain't nowhere to be seen. So it's just one of those things to where, yeah, the character's kit is pretty annoying. Brig, I would say high C, low B. Reason being is her shield, obviously. It's one of those things to where, again, if you're like a Echo maybe, or a Tracer, or let's say you're a Hanzo, it's just one of those things to where your damage output isn't too great if you're not landing headshots. Headshots are a hugely important part of them. And again, you can't land headshots on a shield, and she just has that big shield. And when she does get her ultimate, that thing is huge. It takes up quite a bit of damage. I think it's about 1,000 damage, but she's not by any means really annoying, but there are some annoying things to have to deal with when you're against her. Wrecking Ball is S tier, without question. This dude is just so fucking mobile. For a tank, it's out of this world insane. And I've played some good Wrecking Balls, and I've had myself questioning what the fuck to do, and I haven't been able to figure them out still. Whenever I play a good Wrecking Ball, I just can't figure it out. I would say Ashe is D. Yeah, because I feel like Ashe is so straightforward. She is such a straightforward character. Almost no gimmicks to her, really. You just aim, shoot, do a solid amount of damage. Nothing cheap about her kit. I mean, her dynamite can be a little infuriating because it does damage over time. But I mean, it's not easy for her to get off and land. You have to be really standing there, or she has to predict your kind of movement. So Ashe, I feel like, is a pretty straightforward character. Not really too annoying. I mean, anytime a character's going off, anytime a person's going off with that character, sure, it can feel annoying. But her kit is just not too much to deal with. Baptist, I would say, is B tier because of his immortality shield. That shit is mad frustrating when you finish him off, when you just about finish him off, and you're gonna finish him off, and he puts that down, and now you gotta focus on the immortality shield before you can focus on him. And by the time you take the immortality field out, he kills you. It's fucking annoying. Sigma balls, I'm gonna say C tier, right? Sigma's not, in my opinion, annoying. Like, he's got pretty straightforward moves. His rock throw, which doesn't do as much damage now. He's got his like little black hole that sucks up in a lot of projectiles. But in all honesty, it doesn't feel cheap. Now, his shield can be quite frustrating. That is very true. I will agree with that. But I feel like because he just kind of lacks that cheap move, again, like Reinhardt's pin, or his ultimate is crazy. Pharah is just literally a fly in the wall who's meant to be annoying. Like, all these characters have stuff that is just flat out fucking obnoxious. I feel like Sigma doesn't have that. Echo's B tier because of her flight. A good Echo goes pretty fucking crazy. And then when they're flying all around and shit, again, when you got flight in a game that's typically more grounded, it causes some headaches. Sojourn is probably A tier for one reason and one reason only. When you get one-shotted with that headshot fucking railgun, oh my god, bro. It is the most frustrating shit in the world. Because that's Hanzo's whole gimmick. He has to land a headshot. That's what brings his value. This bitch is actually just like a soldier where she's just shooting, and then she's got her little sticky grenade, solid movement, and then out of nowhere, oh, let me get this headshot in too. Like, fuck, dude, it's crazy. Junker Queen. I feel like Junker Queen's not annoying at all. I feel like she's so straightforward. She's got her little scream to make movement faster, more health. A little throwing knife. Honestly, I don't think Junker Queen's annoying. Not really annoying. Pretty straightforward. I mean, her ultimate, sure, but that's an ult, and even though it's anti-nading you essentially, it's her ult, so it's nothing crazy. Yeah, I would say Junker Queen's pretty straightforward. Kiriko can be annoying, but in all honesty, to play against, it's not like you're really worried about it. I'd say if she gets headshots on you, yeah, it can be pretty fucking frustrating, because someone who's that good at healing to be doing that kind of damage output is pretty crazy. But it's not frustrating. I mean, she teleports, yeah, that could be annoying, but typically it's healers that don't do the most obnoxious shit, at least compared to S tier, right? Ramatra, I would say Ramatra is not annoying at all, right? He feels like another straightforward character, to where he has no armor in his regular form. In his nemesis form, he has armor, which boosts his health. His ult is obviously crazy, but there's nothing annoying about this guy's kit. Like, if you lose, he's just punching the shit out of you. You know, he's all up in your grill, and he doesn't one-shot you in any circumstance. You know, his damage output outside of nemesis form isn't crazy. Ramatra's just another person who is relatively standard, and Lifeweaver is too new to really have proper input on it. If I had to pick now, I would say C tier, because it's really straightforward. Granted, I haven't played against Lifeweaver with the buff, so maybe he just does that much more damage. Again, Lifeweaver's, I can't stress enough, I prefer just to not have him ranked. I prefer to have him down here, but because if I had to choose, I'd put C. But this is my tier list for the most annoying characters in all of Overwatch to play against. Let me know what you guys think below. Let me know if you disagree and you think certain characters are more annoying than what they're listed as, or some characters aren't as annoying as high as I listed them. But anyway, I appreciate you guys for watching. As always, this is Ollie Been Different on We Been Different, and we out.